Yo, 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 yo. We back, y'all. Good evening, family. Peace to all on this Sunday. We back second time around. Peace to everybody out there on this Sunday evening. No Doug Zone Podcast. We are back again. Peace to everybody out there on this Sunday. I hope everybody who's went to church or might still be in church, hey man, do me a favor. Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer for yourself. Say a prayer for the people out there that's going through struggles, trials and tribulations. Give a shout out to everybody out there that's going through something. So if you have been to church already, or if you're sitting there now, prayer is necessary. So please pray for the people out there in the world that is going through it. And even if you got yourself together, still say a prayer for yourself, man, because it's rough out here. I want to welcome everybody. If it's your first time here, please come in and smash the like button on your way in or your way out. It's okay if you don't stay long because I know we all got things we got to do. But let's pay attention to that like button. Believe me, you don't have to hit my Cash App to touch it. You ain't got to do all that. Just show a little love. That's all we look for over here. We're back with some boxing talk. We spoke about the fights from last night, and we just gonna speak about some all different type of stuff that matters to me. And we're gonna touch on amateur boxing. You know what I mean? So much stuff we can touch on, so we're gonna do that. So for everybody coming in, please welcome to Doug Studios and welcome to the No Doug Zone Podcast. Let's go. Mike Baum, I see you. What up? That's okay, BBO. I appreciate that, brother. Hey, you can bring whatever you want to bring, man. Just to see you and your beautiful wife there, man. I appreciate it, man. Because let me tell you something. Her vibes are beautiful. Her vibes go exactly with her face. Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, y'all are the most coolest people. Y'all are the most coolest people I have met. You, Prize, like I said, Thomas, D Free, all my family. I love every single last one of y'all, whether y'all know it or not, man. I love y'all. I love y'all with all my heart. And I'm not saying that to be mushy, but I love you guys. And that's the God heaven truth. August 15th. Make sure you guys book your rooms. Not on the 15th of August, but make sure you guys get your rooms and all that together. We're 5 months away. So just make sure that you guys are prepared. RGM, I see you. Because before you know it, we're in March. But when you look up, it's June. And then before you know it, it's 2 months away. So please make sure that you're prepared for August 15th. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be magical. I promise you that. Oh my God, these rappers is killing. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm watching something where I ain't gonna say his name, but some of you guys spend your hard working money going to a concert, and these artists think they have a right to show up 2-3 hours late. It's just crazy. Y'all more crazy for even spending your money on these people. Y'all are absolutely crazy for spending your money on these people, and these people don't even give a damn. This is why we cannot cater to these celebrities, because they have no respect. They think they can do whatever they want. You're paying to see them, and they're giving you their ass to kiss, which is crazy. It is crazy. But that's either here or there. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get into it. Y'all just let me Let me set the mood right for a second. We gonna get right. But as you are coming in, make sure once again you smash that like button. Everybody who's been liking my videos and been subscribing, leaving the comments that you guys have been leaving. I appreciate y'all for doing that. One thing about me, I appreciate it. It's a lot, and it means a lot to me. So thank you. Thank you for it. I'm a very unique person when it comes to this YouTube, but believe me, I'm being me. I'm not giving you half of me. I'm giving you all of me. So I would like to think doing that will bring some type of respect. But because people stick to this code of you have to be on this side of the street, that side of the street, you have to like this person, you have to like that person. A lot of people are not going to probably like what it is that I say and do, and it's so it's okay because I'm not here to please you. That's what I have a wife for. Um, you know, and we spoke about how with so many things going on in boxing. I mean, do y'all realize how big the sport of boxing is, and not just professional but amateur? Do you know how many promotional companies that it is out there in boxing? And a lot of them might be crooked. Some of them, are not good for the sport of boxing. But when you sit back and you think about it, even amateur boxing, amateur or pro, people have things to say about both of them. But thank God for the sport. Thank God that we are able to have something that could possibly keep us in the house on a Friday, or excuse me, on a Thursday, maybe a Friday, maybe a Saturday, maybe a Sunday, even a Sunday, where we could be in the house. I always say I miss those Tuesday night fights days. I miss the Friday night fights. It was always something that kept us in the house from sometime not going out. And at some point, well, I ain't gonna say at some point, we're getting back to those days where we don't have reasons. We don't have reasons to go out on Fridays and Saturdays anymore. And if we do, we're always trying to go and make sure, oh, I gotta have my phone with me. Because if I have the Zone app, if I have ESPN Plus, Prime, whatever it is, I gotta catch these fights. Even if I don't catch the pay-per-view, I gotta catch the prelims. And then if I can get out this event fast enough, I'll make it home just in time for the pay-per-view. When it's pay-per-views, we don't never order the day of. If we do, we try to order early that day. So that way when we come in, all we have to do is just go straight to it. D Free, what's up, brother?
Was good in the house cooking.
I'm about to ask you, did you get some rest?
Yeah, I got some rest. Me and Vicky got a lot of rest. Vicky resting still. She picked up a shift tonight. She was supposed to be off, but they called her after that she want to work. So she picked up a shift. So she's sleeping because she got to work tonight. I'm in the house cooking right now, making some KFC fried chicken, my own copycat recipe.
Okay. Okay, Free, don't hurt nobody. Okay. I ain't mad at you. So as you can see, I got Collazo on there as a on the thumbnail. I got him on there for a second because Free, when you think about the history of Puerto Rico, right? And you go from and we've had a lot of Puerto Rican fighters that fought at different weight classes, right? So you take Collazo, who's 105, and then you go all the way up to heavyweight to somebody like John Luis, right? We probably wouldn't think that we would ever see a Puerto Rican heavyweight. When you look at the history of Puerto Rican fighters, and I don't believe I asked you this, but who was the first Puerto Rican fighter that caught your eyes?
Miguel.
One of my favorite.
Miguel was my all-time favorite Puerto Rican fighter. Felix Trinidad was cool. I wasn't never really a big fan of Felix Trinidad because
Oh,
I was a Roy Jones fan, so I wasn't never really a huge Felix Trinidad fan. But he was a good fighter. But Miguel Cotto is the first fighter that comes to my mind when I think of Puerto Rican fighter. His name comes to my mind more than anybody.
mm. um, was it something about him that separated him from a lot of other fighters? Free?
Yo,
Oh yeah, I said,
I didn't.
was it something about him that separated him from a lot of fighters?
Miguel.
Yeah, Miguel.
Um, his dog mentality, his mentality to never quit in a fight, never lay down for anybody, even when he got cheated in the Margarito fight and he was busted up from one side of his face to the other side of his face. He never quit in that fight. He kept fighting the entire fight. Um, that showed me a guy that he has determination and he has a hunger to always show that you're gonna have to beat me up. You're gonna have to stop me. I'm gonna keep coming. No matter what you do, I'm gonna keep coming. You're gonna have to stop me.
Yeah, that's what caught me about him because he was and he never ducked. Um,
Nope.
I feel like there was some people that avoided him though. That's just my opinion. Um, but he was just something different, man. I mean, and a lot of guys recognize that too. When you look at the class that he was in, and I believe he was in the class where it was Ricky Hatton around as he moved up. It was him, Floyd, Shane. Oh Jesus, who else, man?
Manny, um,
Yeah,
Oscar.
yes,
Uh, early on, you had Sweet Pea early on in his career. Um, But yeah, he was in an era where a lot of the fighters that we talk about today as legends, he was in that era. Manuel Marquez, uh,
yeah,
Antonio Barrera. Um, it was a lot of guys in his era that was fighting. He still had Cesar Chavez Sr. still fighting. He was in an era with a lot of legends. A lot of people that late '80s, early '90s, or mid '90s, I should say, was an era that most people refer to as the best era of boxing. And
yeah.
Miguel Cotto was in the middle of that.
Um, but there was so many. It was it was Miguel, like you said, Trinidad, and so many others that I can't think of right now. Um, and to see Amanda Serrano, sometime I go, man, because at the time we didn't really have a lot of, for what I know, Puerto Rican female fighters.
Hey,
Um,
Cuz, I want to show you this KFC fried chicken real quick. This copycat KFC fried chicken. I know you're gonna get, but I want you to look at it anyway. I know you're
but
gonna get mad, but you can look at it anyway.
oh my
That's
God.
my that, that's my first batch.
Yeah,
I
you
got
will be. You will,
uh,
sir. You will be working at the cookout, whether you want to or not.
That's the first match. I try to do my thing when I can do it, when I can do it, like I do it when I do it for TV.
Yeah, yeah. So I was just sitting here thinking about all that, and then I look at, like I said, Amanda, Xander Zayas. I start going through a busload of Puerto Rican fighters. To have John Luis was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like I think when it's all said and done, Collazo is going to be considered as one of the greatest Mexican. I mean, one of the greatest Puerto Rican fighters of all time for his division because Collazo, he's a dog. I was sitting there watching his fight last night. That dude is a dog. He just keep coming at his opponent. He kept the pressure on his opponent the entire night.
Yeah. Um, it's just, and I've always, like I told you, my greatest rivalry in sports is Puerto Rico versus Mexico, especially in boxing. I don't know about no other sport. I don't really pay attention to no other sport when they get into it. I know when it come to boxing, I love it. Um,
Oh, that's the biggest rivalry outside of blacks versus Latinos. The Puerto Rican and Mexican rivalry is probably the second biggest rivalry in all of boxing, if not the biggest, because it goes back and forth between Black American and Latinos. That's a big rivalry between the two. But that Mexican and Puerto Rican, that's a hell of a rivalry.
yeah, and I don't think people understand that it's one of the greatest rivalries in history. That's why even if there's some fighters free I'm not familiar with, and I'm like, I don't know neither one of these guys, I ain't never heard of them. I don't really give a shit. When it's Puerto Rico versus Mexico, I'm pulling up
Yeah,
because
you
I
always
know.
gonna get a hard fought fight for the most part. If you got two, especially when it's two big name fighters, like you have a Canelo Alvarez versus, let me see, um, I'm trying to think of a Puerto Rican fighter. If Miguel Cotto, Canelo
Yeah,
Alvarez versus Miguel Cotto, that man, those Mexicans and Puerto Ricans showed out for that fight.
yeah, yeah, yeah. um that's why I tell people, when they get caught up on this, you know just liking black fighters because you black, like I said before, man, that ain't gonna never be me. And I'm never to say I wouldn't go for a fighter, but I'm just the type I ain't gonna just go for a fighter because of color of their skin. I don't know what world y'all living in, but y'all be on some crazy shit. I mean, do what y'all want. I like boxing. You know what I'm saying? I like
Yeah,
boxing. I don't get up in here with that. I'm going for him because he black. I'm going for him because he Latino. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm not doing none of that. I'm gonna go for who I want to go for because of why I want to go for them. I'm never getting caught up in that. You got to stick to your own kind. Like what are we doing?
no,
Well,
see,
everybody else does it. I don't give a shit what everybody else does.
see, my thing is when it comes to sports, you have the right to root for who you want to root for. Now, I
Yeah,
understand when it's the world game or when it's the Olympics, then that's when you rooting for your country. But
yeah,
when it's just a regular match or a regular game, you root for who you like. I mean, just because so, a group of people like that team or that player or that fighter doesn't mean that you have to root for them because like it's people in my family. Majority of my family are Washington Commander fans, but we have
yeah,
some that's not as Cowboy fans. We have some that's Las Vegas Raiders fans. We have some that like the New York Giants. Some like the San Francisco 49ers. But the vast majority of my family is going to be either Washington or Dallas. That's the vast majority. We got a few other teams sprinkle in there, but majority of them like Washington Commanders or they like the Dallas Cowboys. We still
Yeah,
family. We ain't beefing with nobody now. We might go in on each other like, hey, your team suck, your team this, your team that. But we're still family. We still love each other. We gonna have our back if
yeah.
somebody
You know,
steps on our back.
you're not trying to tear your first cousin's head off because he like, yo, man, I don't like you know what I'm saying? Like, no, he ain't doing
Right.
that. Boxing is the only sport where these fools will gang bang on their own mama. They will gang bang
Yeah.
on their own mama, literally.
Yeah, it
It's
just
crazy.
I never seen you can't even say passion because it's not passionate. It's more so fandemonium. These people is such huge fans of these individuals that they never met, or maybe they have seen them once or twice in person. But for the most part, most of these people never met these fighters in person. They might have went to a match, but to actually sat down and talked to them, most of them never met these individuals, sat down and talked to them or anything. Now, it's one thing you say, I like this guy because he stands up for his people or things like that. That's different. But just to have bias towards an individual just because you like them and they can never do anything wrong, that's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy. You're
that's
not
that's
you're not a
that's
fan
past
anymore.
crazy.
You're a fanatic. There's a difference between being a fan and being a fanatic.
Yeah, it's past crazy if you ask me. It's past crazy. Um, and that's why I say, doing stuff like this, talking about Collazo, then I said, you know what? Because I said, I didn't want to make it just about him. I said, you know what? Let's go through the Puerto Rican fighters and because there's a history of it from a guy 105 pounds going all the way up to John Luis and going up to any other guy I'm trying to think of. But then I think of Xander Zayas, I think of Amanda Serrano, and then I think about all the other Puerto Rican female fighters now that we see when we look at MVP promotions that they got a few female Boricuas. It's a beautiful thing, the history of it. Just like when I see the females go at it, and I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. But yeah, man, I'm like I told you, I'm convinced already that people just have their mind set up on how they feel about the sport and like I said, free. These are people that will never sit down and have a conversation with. So at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter because no matter how much you try to explain to people, people already they already have their mind made up. You're a
Yeah.
hater free. You don't know what you're talking about. This is not true. That's not true. Half of these dudes don't even sit around and read anything.
Right.
They
And
don't.
that,
They'll
that,
wait till you. They'll
that
wait till you pull a card. They wait till you pull a card, and then they want to go try to look it up.
right. And
Oh,
that's what
my
I asked
bad,
her.
free.
You said I'm a hater. What did I hate on? Oh, well, you say this. Well, did it happen? Yeah, but there's different circumstances. Nigga, I'm just saying what happened. You
Yeah,
can give whatever reason you want to give. I'm just telling you this is what happened. So for me telling you what actually happened, that makes me a hater? No. That makes you biased because you don't want to acknowledge what actually happened. Or you want to give him pass because you feel like there's a reason why he did what he did. Or they was okay in doing it because this happened. So just
yeah,
because you're making an excuse doesn't mean I'm a hater. I'm just telling you what the facts are. You can
yeah,
take whatever opinion you want based off the facts. I'm just telling you what the facts are.
yeah. But you know, and I know people be like, "Yo, you guys always seems to be a channel where y'all judging other channels." No, we're not doing it. We're not doing that. We just letting y'all know that there's more to these boxing topics
Hey, I'm gonna tell you
than
another person
we
that's,
try to
that's
be
gonna
thinking.
be that's going to be a dog. He needs some more work on his defense. He needs some more work on his defense, but he's going to be a dog as a Puerto Rican fighter, and that's Najee Lopez. Najee Lopez is a dog.
Oh
He,
man.
he's,
Oh yes,
he's going to be a
yes, not
dog.
yes, 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 Najee. Najee. Like I said, how many people got up today to talk about Najee? How many of y'all gonna do it? I know it's not just about him, but how many people will acknowledge that? How many? Colazo, a lot of people who went out and performed, and they always putting out a great. See, and this is another thing for you. And this might not be true or not, but this is how I feel. It's crazy how certain fighters can't get the recognition that they're looking for, and because it's our job to talk about these fighters when they're giving us something to talk about. But it's kind of hard for them to get out there when you got a whole bunch of motherfuckers that ain't pushing, that ain't mentioning their name. Y'all are so comfortable, like I said, with mentioning the same people. Y'all
I'm
don't
gonna
even
tell
take
you.
the time to mention these people.
I'm gonna tell you what it remind me of. I'm gonna tell you exactly what you two remind me of when I hear people talk about the same select fighters every single day. What it remind me of these radio stations that get paid from the producers to play
Yes,
certain records. Oh,
exactly,
look, I need you to put this in rotation. All right, I'm gonna give you this amount of money. I need you to keep this song in rotation. That's what this remind me of. You know,
exactly.
when the song first come out, they play that song about 25 times in a day. They play the song so many times. I'm like, dog, I don't even want to hear this song no more. I done heard it at least 20 times today. I don't want to
Yeah,
hear this song no more.
yo, and that's exactly what it be. That's exactly what it be, and I can't understand it for them. I just can't. But it's exactly what you said. The radio station.
They put these daggone fighters in rotation and they keep playing it. They'll talk about something else and then they'll bring that fighter right back up. They'll
Yeah,
talk about something else
I'm
and then
not
they'll
gonna
bring
play.
that fighter right back up.
I'm not gonna play Najee Lopez. I don't want to play that. I'm gonna go ahead and play this Shakur. I'm gonna go ahead and play this Tank. I'm gonna go ahead and play this Devin. I'm gonna go ahead and play this Boots. We're not gonna play anybody else because nobody wants to hear that shit.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
they keep these daggone fighters in rotation. I mean, I have no problem if your channel is based on that fighter. If you got a channel that's based on that fighter, by all means, continue talking about him. I know if I want to hear about that fighter, I will go to your channel because I know you're going to talk about him. I know you're going to talk about it. That's what your
You
channel
know
is
what?
based off of.
At this point, I would like to look at it like that, but at this point, everybody's starting to make it seem like they channel is based on these fighters, and it's not. At this point, you dudes are cloud chasing because I would agree to that, and it might be one or two, but when you start seeing everybody do it, it's like your channel ain't based on this, fam. You jumping on the bandwagon, but you figure, hey, it works for this guy, maybe they'll work for me.
Yeah, a lot of these content creators just be following suit, and that's why I like the people that I rock with. We don't follow suit, and when I see one of my
No,
brothers that do be trying to follow suit, I'm like, hey, dog, you ain't gotta do that. Be your own man. You ain't gotta do because they
no,
doing it. You ain't gotta do it. You gonna still get the people that's gonna come watch you. You gonna still have your supporters. You ain't gotta follow suit because I tell you, I'm in a lot of these chats. And I know a
yeah.
lot of people feel the same way I feel, and you have some that don't, but you have a lot of people feel the same way I feel. Dog, I heard about this daggone topic at 8 o'clock in the morning. I heard it again at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I heard it again at 4 o'clock.
Oh my
Now that
God.
it's 9, 10 o'clock at night, I don't want to hear about this topic again. I done heard three or four different content creators talk about this joint, and they gave different aspects, but it was all based off the same topic. I don't want to hear
Exactly.
about this topic no more.
No, no. And like I said, you know what it is too, Free? They try to make you feel like if you don't jump on the bandwagon and start doing what everybody else is, your channel will never make it. You're not gonna go
Man,
anywhere.
There's a whole lot of other boxing channels that's not talking about the same thing, and a lot of these other boxing channels that I've been noticing as of late, they got a lot more subscribers than the ones that we be going to on a regular basis. They got a lot more subscribers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm talking about. There's a couple of channels I went to. It was a channel. Um, it was these two black dudes that was talking about boxing, and they were talking about a bunch of different topics in boxing. Man, these dudes got like 500,000 subscribers. I was like, damn, what the fuck? I ain't never hear about y'all before. I ain't never heard about them. Now
Um,
I mean, I can't say that I can't say that they bought subscribers or whatever because in the live stream they had 1,500 people in the live. There was
yeah,
1,500 people live watching
yeah,
them talk about boxing.
yeah. Um, like I said, some of us be stuck on going to the same places that we don't realize there's other channels out there. Other good channels. Cause I just want to go somewhere where I could be at a good channel. That's all I would like to do. I don't want to be stuck going to the same channels. I want some channels where I can go to and I'd be like, oh, let me check this out.
Yeah,
You know, and it's beautiful, but it's just like over here. What do we do? Do we talk about the same shit? No, we don't. And there's nobody that can come and say we do because we
no,
don't. Because this topic right here, if you notice, free, I don't even put anymore. If you notice, I don't even put anymore about what fighter we talk about. I don't even do it. All I do is put a fighter's face up there and I go boxing talk. Now you could assume that this is the guy that we're talking about, and we could mention him at some point in the conversation. But now I said, you know what? I'm not putting boxing talk Oscar De La Hoya. I'm not doing it. Now I just go, boxing talk live from Duck Studios, which means we could talk about whatever it is that we want to talk about. So it doesn't necessarily have to be this fighter right here, which we have always did anyway, but I had to make it clear because some people see the thumbnail and they get it twisted. They get it twisted. And then, of course, you always have some asshole that comes in and brings up something that ain't got nothing to do with the live, but it's okay. But I'm not, free. I don't look at these other people. I don't wish to have 15 people here, 1,500 people. I don't, and shout outs to the people who's getting it. I'm going with the flow. I may not ever get that. I may not ever get it, and I'm cool if I don't. I'm just proud that I could be me, man. And people are comfortable with coming over here because they know I'm not difficult to deal with. I'm not sitting there telling you what you can and can't talk about. Sometimes if I don't want to be a part of the conversation, I'll sit back and let y'all have it. If a Tank Devin and Shakur conversation come up, I don't shut the live down. I just be like, bruh, yeah, well, I believe it when I see it. Because I don't want to get drained and tired hearing the same shit. And it could be tiring sometimes. Where you just like, you know what, enough is enough. But that's why we are the way we are. We can do what we do because, like I said, we don't stick to what everybody else do. We are our own people, and that's the great thing about us.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I said all the time. There's nothing wrong with being who you are. If being who you are, some people find you corny. That's fine. Everybody's not going to like you. You're not going to be
No,
everybody's cup of tea. I think the problem is a lot of people want everybody to like their channel. Everybody's not going to like your channel. I don't
no,
care if you deride every single fighter in the world. Everybody's not going to like your channel. They're going to say,
no,
"Oh, you talking about this guy? I don't like you talking about this guy." They're not going to like everybody you talk about. They're not going to like every topic you come up with. That's fine. That topic wasn't meant for them. The topic that you
Yeah.
brought up was meant for the other people that stayed around and listened to it. That's what the topic was meant for. It wasn't
Yeah.
meant for everybody.
Yeah. It's not. People don't understand that, man. That but you know that's what we get out here a lot. We get a lot of people who's thirsty to be liked. They're super thirsty to be liked, and I'm like, are you looking for a friend that bad? Are you looking like you know what I'm saying? Like you never had friends coming up? You never had people who liked you for you? Never?
Yeah.
That's crazy work to me. And the behavior of these people says a lot about them. I can come up here and ask a simple question. Hey, what makes Puerto Rican fighters special? Who was your favorite fighter coming up? Favorite Puerto Rican fighter? What's the greatest rivalry in boxing? Shit like that. Simple stuff that you're not going to see other people do because some other people are not interested in that. Well, you know, we already know that Puerto Rican and Mexico is a great rivalry, man. We don't. What you think Virgil and Boots ever fight? Like Jesus Christ, holy guacamole! Like
What difference does it make if I think that they will fight or if I don't think they will fight? What difference does it make?
that's a fact.
Is it going to make them fight? Is it going to not make them fight? It
Well,
doesn't make a difference what
but
I think.
you know what, free, but they have the mentality of you supposed to be a boxing fan. You're a content creator. How you not going to want to see this fight? It's not about what I want to see. I have no control of it. The powers that be have control of it. We have no control of it. We can sit here and talk about it every day. I keep telling y'all, we don't have no control of that.
No, this is what a lot of people have to understand. Do you think that these promoters don't see these lives or don't hear about what the fans want? You don't think that these promoters know that the fans want to see Jerron Boots and Virgil Ortiz? You don't think
Yeah,
that they know that?
that's a fact.
They know that the fans want to see it. They know that it's going to make money, but it's still up to the promoters to make those fights happen. If
Yeah,
the promoters don't make the fight happen, it doesn't matter what the fans want. It ain't going to happen.
yeah. And people need to people need to understand that the best way they know how. Because I don't think a lot of people got that. A lot of people ain't got that registered in their brain that just be patient. Be patient.
Like I said before, there's always going to be fights that the fan wants that they would never get a chance to see. It's happened since the beginning of boxing.
Yeah,
Since they first started having fights. There's always been fights that the fans want to see and they never got a chance to see. It's just part of life. Circumstances doesn't present themselves for these fighters to be able to make the match happen.
yeah,
It is what it is.
yeah. You know, it's just that simple. You know, we're not telling people how to think, have a mind of your own, but that you know that's just how I look at it. Some people might look at it different, but you know, go ahead and look at it how you look at it. Y'all a bunch of cornballs for thinking like that. Y'all a bunch of lames. You ain't got nothing else better to talk about. That's why your channel ain't going nowhere. That's cool, bruh. It ain't gotta go nowhere, bruh. I go in my channel. Matter of fact, my channel is going somewhere. We go somewhere every day. My channel goes somewhere every day. We go to the gym. We go to press conference. I got a new
Mm.
a hustle I'm doing right now. We go somewhere every day. What you talking about?
So I see a lot of people that been doing YouTube just as long as me or longer than me, or not as long as me, and they talk boxing every day. They go on their live every day, and my channel is bigger than their channel, and I haven't did a live in 6 months.
Yeah.
I haven't did a live in 6 months. I can put out shorts right now, and I can take my channel from having 1.1 million, I mean 1.1 thousand subscribers to having 1,200 subscribers.
That part.
I can literally put out two shorts tonight. By tomorrow morning, I guarantee I will have 1,200 subscribers. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
And you know what? I might do it tonight just to prove my point. Because right now
Sure.
I'm at 11. I'm at 11:40. I'm at 11:40. I'm gonna put out two shorts tonight. I guarantee you by tomorrow morning I'll be at 1,200.
Stop starting, D. Don't do it to him. Don't be
I
dumb.
guarantee you
Listen, man, you know how you
I'll
be
be
a
at
messer.
1,200 tomorrow.
Knock it off, free.
No, I'm just
Knock
going to
it.
show you how easy it is to grow a channel if I really want to grow my channel. I
Yeah.
do my channel when I want to do it because it's a hobby for me. It's not a means of income for me. If it was a
Yeah.
means for income for me, then I would be doing my channel every day because I could do it from the comfort of my home, my own home. I don't have to go
Yeah.
outside. I can just sit in the house and do a live thing. Or if I'm outside, I can just go live on my phone whenever I want to. But it's not
Yeah.
a means of income for me. It's just something I do for a hobby.
Yeah. Yeah. I realized that. That's why I was like, man, I don't care about nobody donating. I don't give a shit about none of that no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not about to make it seem like I'm not about to make it about that. Because a lot of these suckers are so quick to throw that up in people's face. And I go, listen, nobody cares. We gonna make money regardless. If a lot of y'all are just on YouTube just for that, then y'all suck. And you're sorry if that's the only reason why you on. You know what I mean?
Okay, I will be live. Actually, I will be live tomorrow. Be a Dub supposed to do a live tomorrow about the free agency. So I will be live tomorrow. But I'm gonna throw some shorts up today and show you how easy it is for me to grab 60 subscribers to put me at
Yeah.
1,200.
It's
I,
it's just yeah, man. I don't know. Shit crazy to me, man. I never could figure it out.
dude,
Never
but
figure.
that's all I gotta do is just throw some shorts up there, and I can grab some more subscribers, get some more watch hours. Like I said, it's not that serious for me. When it comes to me, it's not that serious.
Yeah, no, it's not. It would for me, to be honest with you, for me, it'll never be that serious. It would never be that serious for me. I won't. I just won't. I won't allow it to be, and I won't allow anybody to take the fun out of it neither.
Probably move.
That's another thing of letting somebody take the fun out of it. I refuse to let somebody take the fun out of it. Like, nah, that's not going to happen.
Come on.
So y'all focusing on some of y'all be focusing on the wrong thing. But boxing, please. But
Mhm.
yeah, so yeah, it's always been Trinidad and Kodo for me. Um, and eventually, Amanda and everybody else, Xander. It's so many, and I'm sure there's a lot of other up and coming Puerto Rican fighters that's coming out there. Matter of fact, our guy who's fighting on the 10th of next month,
We
Ofacio,
got, we got two of them. We got a Fazio and we got Keith Cologne.
and we got Keith Cologne. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Keith, shout out to my brother Keith, and shout out to my brother Ofacio. Like, you know what I'm saying? But these are the guys, not just because they Puerto Rican, but I'm just saying some of these fighters are the guys y'all should be pushing out there.
and both of those guys are undefeated. Keith Cologne, he look like he's gonna be a knockout artist. This man,
Jesus Christ.
he don't even be trying to knock his opponent out. He be trying
Let
to
me
get rounds in.
let me tell you something, right? Because people try to bully these fighters. And what I mean by bully is that it'd be crazy how your favorite fighter right now, who probably hasn't fought in a while, you encourage him to keep his own and saying nobody else can beat him. But you take somebody like a Shushu or like a Keith Cologne or Xander Zayas and saying, man, they all right, they ain't that good, and eventually they're gonna lose their O. And I go, why are you doing that? I'm just telling you the truth. See, nobody likes the truth. Well, what about your fighter? You don't think your fighter can? Only reason why your fighter ain't lost their O yet is because they ducking the smoke. That's not true. You're a hater. All right, well, let me be one.
Yeah. See,
That shit crazy to me.
this is what I don't understand. Excuse me. When it comes to certain fighters, they were like, oh well, sometimes they gotta take some sacrifice. They might need to take less money to get the fight that the people want. Okay,
Yeah.
but what about your fighter taking less money? Why is it not okay for your fighter? You say it's okay for him to take less money. Why is it not okay for that one to take less money? Why that one can't take less money?
Yeah, I don't necessarily understand that. And now sometimes I ask myself,
I have no problem who take less money because I don't get none of it. But
yeah,
you saying, oh well, he need to take less money. Well, why that one can't take less money?
oh,
If
he
you
don't
saying
have to do that.
he needs to take less money, what makes the difference?
They kill me when they go, he don't have to do that. I'm like,
If,
are you his agent? Are you his advisor? Are you his manager? What do you mean he don't have to? Who are you to say what somebody don't have to do, bro? I told you, y'all can't even manage your own life, but you trying to manage somebody else's?
my thing is, if it's not good for the goose, then it ain't good for the gander. So if you don't want the goose to do it, why do you think the gander got to do it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, he ain't trying to be great. Well, maybe the other fighter ain't trying to be great neither. Because we say it's a great fight. So if it's a
Oh
great
my
fight,
God.
that means both of them makes it a great fight. Both of them
Yeah,
make it a great fight. So if you saying because he's not taking less money, he don't want to be great. Well, if he's not taking less money, he don't want to be great. It can go
yeah,
both ways.
it can. But leave it up to them. It can't be. So, but when I see stuff like that, you know what I mean? I'm looking at you got all this young talent, all this special talent out here, man. And it's like, like I was saying, boxing is a super big ass community. And that's why I love it. That's why I love when I get ready to do something and I go live. I had to start telling myself, man, stop. Oh, you should never have to sit around and think about what it is that you want to talk about. Oh, if I talk about this, ain't nobody going to listen to that because everybody else will be over there at them big channels. I don't give a shit about where you go. Because I could sit up here 30 minutes I could tell you what, I could sit up here 30 minutes by myself without anybody being around. That shit don't bother me. There's no such thing as that. The guidelines of YouTube is that you got to be on live for fucking 4 hours, 7 days a week. No such thing. You can if you choose to,
Hey,
but there's no such thing.
truthfully speaking, a guy that's on live for 5 hours, he got 100 people in there, and he gets let's say he gets 1,500 views for that live stream. He gets 1,500 views, and you got a guy that's on for 1 hour, and he gets 500 views. Would you say the guy that was on there for 1 hour is a bigger channel, or is more watched than a guy that's on there for 5 hours, because if the guy was on there for 1 hour, got 500 views, and another guy was on there for 5 hours, got 1,500 views. That means the guy that was on for 1 hour, if he was on for 5 hours, he might would have had way more views than that.
Let me tell you something. I went to press conferences and amateur fights where I've looked just to go back and look at the video and see how I look. I don't really pay attention to views like that. But what I've seen, I got anywhere from 500 or 1,000 something views for my shit. And I go, damn. I got one amateur show, it was 1 point something. And I was like, well, damn, I know people were paying attention, because, a lot of people would be like, they don't watch amateur boxing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at this shit like, because if I really wanted to, and it was about views, I go, you know what? Your regular lives ain't working. Go to the gym and catch a good sparring with some fighter that you know is coming to the gym, or start pulling up at these amateur shows. Oh, your lives will look crazy. I could easily do that, but I'm not breaking my neck for no views, man. I'm not chasing views. Y'all literally be on your bike chasing views. Y'all be on your dirt bikes chasing views. Literally. I'm not doing that shit, Free. Shout outs to the ones that get up every morning focusing on it. I ain't chasing no views, baby. I'm not doing it. Y'all can have that. Why should I run the same race? Go ahead, y'all can have that. Because all I'm gonna do is move like a turtle in this race. I'm not doing it. Y'all can have that. The hell I look like. Yo, man, I gotta start doing something to keep up with everybody else. I don't want to keep up with everybody else. I don't want to keep up with everybody else. I'm Gucci. You scared to be your own person? You got a personal problem. Well, who goes to his channel? Nobody goes to his channel anyway. Nobody goes to that No Doug Zone shit. He aight. Don't nobody go over there. Don't nobody rock with him, and that's cool. You think I lose sleep over that? You just got to make sure to keep that same energy when I'm successful. Make sure you keep your ass where you at.
Man, I got shorts that got 15,000 views. Shorts that got 8,000 views. I got shorts that got 27,000 views. I got videos that got 10,000 views. You can get views. It ain't a matter of getting views. It's a matter of, are the people interested in your channel? Are they interested in your channel?
Yeah. But I just think that's something that people just need to start just remembering and looking into it. It's okay to be you. It's okay. Believe me, nobody's gonna not love you for being you. And if they do, they would never for you in the beginning. They would never for you. I could easily sit up here and just go box and talk. Then you like, okay, it's box and talk. You see the thumbnail, you like, okay, what is? Yo, you got something against this guy? Because I don't ever see you put a thumbnail up with him. Well, I'm gonna tell you why certain guys you won't see me put up a thumbnail up, because y'all think that's the sign or signal to come in here and be stupid. And I'm not doing what everybody else is doing. I'm not doing it. You remember, Free, when I did the old school versus new school? I think I did one time I did Floyd versus Crawford, which everybody been talking about. Then I think one time I did Bernard versus James Toney. Stuff like that was just simple shit, because I was like, all right, what are you doing? Because you shouldn't have to wake up every day and think about what it is that you want to talk about. If you just so happen to read something that catches your eyes and you're Googling, you're like, this is something I could talk about in the morning. But just know that either somebody talked about it already, or you know, it's not about you being the first, but you just might be the first to talk about it because somebody might have not read it. Or you're gonna always have that person free that be like, yeah, I knew that already. Yeah, of course you did. Free, you're not telling me nothing new. I knew that already. Okay, well, if you knew that already, why are you acting stupid? What you acting stupid for? So why are we going through this whole 15 minutes of back and forth if you knew that already, dummy? Like, people get their rocks off with just going back and forth. And there's no need to go back and forth. There's no need. Who are you trying to impress? Yourself, the viewers, the person who run the channel, or your broad at home? Who you trying to impress?
Probably all the above.
Who you trying to impress? Straight up. Because the majority of y'all hide behind YouTube anyway. So let's keep it 100. Y'all will be up here screaming about I'm this and I'm that, and I'm outside and I'm this and that, and I'm the biggest, baddest guy in the YouTube community, and on my block, everyone knows me, and nobody gives a shit about none of that. Because every part of the world got somebody that knows somebody for being that person. But that has nothing to do with YouTube. Thomas Hill, I see you. Has nothing to do with it.
No, it has absolutely nothing to do with it.
Absolutely nothing to do with it. Half of y'all, let's be honest. Whatever situation a lot of y'all are in, because some of y'all have done stuff in your life, or whatever that has prevented you from doing it. Half of y'all need permission to leave your state. So let's stop the tough guy shit. Some of y'all get caught crossing the state lines, it'll be over for some of y'all. So let's stop it. Stop it. In the words of Kenny Porter, boxing, please.
Half of them can't go outside or cross the street without letting their wife know.
Like, what do we? Like, for real, man? Stop it, yeah, honey. I'm just going to the corner. You said that last time. Last time you went, you was going for 3 hours. Like, stop. You don't have to convince us that y'all them dudes, because you really not. Crush, what's up, my brother, my Philly brother?
What it do, Crush?
Keep it boxing, baby.
What it do,
Keep it boxing, baby.
Yeah.
I love it. Now I could come up here and talk about a Puerto Rican fighter, a Mexican fighter, a UK fighter. I could talk about whoever, but I don't have to keep it black.
Like, yeah, I want to see what's next for Collazo and Najee.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know what? Najee is light heavyweight, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know too many people who gonna want him, man. They're gonna probably feed somebody to him. I just don't know who they'll feed.
I was about to say I would love to see Najee versus David Morrell, but I think David Morrell might be a little too seasoned for Najee right now. David Morrell been in some big fights, but Najee hasn't been there yet.
Damn you, D Free. That would be crazy. I didn't even think about that.
I can't put Najee in a fight with David Morrell, not just yet. He needs some more season. David Morrell.
I'm gonna be real with you. After seeing David go at it with the other David, shit. Just imagine if Morrell was a little more seasoned compared to Benavidez. Just a little more seasoned. Jesus.
Fight might have went a different way.
That shit would have went a whole different kind of way. Josh Sanders, I see you. Because like I said, what David face looked like after that said it all. That man, Benavidez, looked like he went to the wrong projects and they just got on him. Well, D Free told me he lived in these projects. Sorry, he set you up. Get him.
That was a heck of a fight.
Oh man, I'm gonna go back and watch that too, man. That's one of mine. It's one of my good fight. I actually was getting ready to watch Not Canelo. Charlo versus Castano was one of mine.
Oh yeah, that was a good fight too. The
Um,
first and the second one was a good fight.
oh yeah. I think for this Thursday, that's probably gonna be my throwback talk. I might go back to that. When that fight happened, May 14th. Maybe I could. You know what? Because I can't wait till the day of fights and be like, oh, I can't wait till May 14th of this year because I'm gonna be probably doing something on that day. I won't be home, but I might go ahead and just jump into that. I might go ahead and jump into that this week because I like the throwback talks, which you don't see these guys do these throwback talks. You don't see them do it. And I don't understand. Free, what is the problem with just taking it back? I mean, I thought that was teaching a little history and learning because sometimes you see how you look up something, you be like, hold on, with this referee, let me look this up. With this judge, let me look this up. Or with this fighter. Oh, and then you tell me stuff. Do you know that he refereed over 200 and something? And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know. And it's okay for us not to know versus an idiot saying, y'all should know that already. Y'all content creators. Man, shut up. Shut up.
Y'all should know that y'all content creator. But did you know that? You said you watched boxing for 30 years. Did you know that?
Nah, dog. I became a boxing fan literally right after Lamar Roach and Tank after they first fight. Man, sit your ass down. Sit down. Sit down and shut up. Gonna tell me you became a fan, man. Get out of here, man. But Najee, yeah, I definitely want to see what happens with him. Shouts to all the Puerto Rican fighters, all my Boricua fighters out there, my Latino fighters, period, even the Mexican fighters. Shouts to them, man. Greatest rivalry in boxing, man. Free. One of my dreams is to put on a boxing show, but to put on a Mexican versus Puerto Rico. That's what I would love to do. But I would love to do it with the amateurs. And it's one of my dreams. And even though a lot of shows like that happen, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. It's not going to be like a New York thing. I want to get fighters from, Jersey to Philly, out there where you at, Maryland, DC. I'm going to try to get them from all over. Where you at in DC? I mean, where you at in Maryland? Isn't there a lot of are you by any gyms?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not directly by any gyms, but there's a lot of gyms all over DC, Maryland, and Virginia. It ain't. I mean, I'm right here by Baltimore. DC is like 40 minutes away. I mean, PG County is like 25 minutes away. St. Paul
Okay.
County like 50 minutes away. It's gyms all over.
Okay. That's a good thing. And shouts to all the gyms across America, but let's make sure we do our part to keep these gyms open. Because I hate to see gyms close. I think boxing gyms are the last things in America that should close. Because there's a lot of things in this world that should be closing, and that's not. So boxing gyms, you know what? Between boxing gyms, boys and girls clubs and YMCAs, they shouldn't be closing. They should not be closing. It hurts me to see a YMCA close or Boys and Girls Club. Nowhere in hell. There's no way that those should be closing. Back when I was coming up, we didn't have to worry about those closing. Now, today, these people who run some of these businesses, it's all about the money. Before, it was about the love. And I'm not saying all of them, but the majority of them is just about the money. A lot of them don't care about the kids and nothing. It's about the money. So, We just can't have that happen. We got to make sure the Boys and Girls Clubs, the YMCAs, these boxing gyms stay open. Not just today, but tomorrow, next week, next year, forever. So, and expect me to eventually work on one. I always said I gave myself a certain time, but I think I'm going to switch that time and just say, you know what? Start talking and seeing if you can get some investors and see what you can do. But it takes a lot to run that, but I will be getting the help with some people, eventually. I guess when that opportunity comes and knocks at my door. It's not going to come now, but when it does, hopefully I'll be ready to answer. But until then, we just going to continue to keep on doing what we do. Yeah, but shouts to all the Boricuas that went out there this week and did their thing, man. But I'm telling y'all, April 10th, make sure you guys are in the building. I'm going to keep telling y'all, April 10th. Make sure that you guys are in Newark, New Jersey. If you can't make it, you'll be able to see it on TV. But if you can, and you're on the East Coast, or you'll be on the East Coast visiting, because, I think that's around Easter time, maybe, whatever. Come on through. Two of the baddest. Two of my brothers. One from Newark, the other one from the BX. Keith Cologne, and Old Facio. Got to pull up for them. I got my Keith Cologne shirt, but I don't know if I'll probably just carry it with me to Newark. You know what I mean? Because you know me, I got to put my outfit on. That's just pretty much what I do. It's pretty much what I do. Shout outs to him. So I told y'all about the amateur shows and everything that's coming up. Just be on the lookout for some more stuff. Because a lot of these stuff I don't be knowing by heart. And right now, looking in my phone, sometimes it takes me a while to get all that stuff. But it's a bunch of major stuff coming up. Major. For all this week, it's another fight week this week. So just expect to see me doing what I do. If there's a chance I could get up in the gym, talk to a few people, I'll try, y'all. I'll try my best to do that. That's not always easy to do. Really waiting for this weather to break. But y'all smash that like button. Coming in, please. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes up. Appreciate the support. I'm at 870, 869 or whatever. Let's shoot for 900, man. Come on, y'all. Let's shoot for 900. Let's go ahead and get that there. So that way we can get to where we need to be. Because that way when I get to 900 and 1,000, I'm about to really start going crazy. When now I'm really going to start hitting these streets and getting all the type of content I can get for whatever it is that I'm trying to get. But yeah, shout out to Collazo. Shout out to all the Boricuas, all the Puerto Rican fighters. Like I said, the Mexican fighters, the Cuban fighters, Dominican. Shout out to all fighters. All fighters from every different background. Shout out to all female fighters. Every single last one from amateur to pro. Shout outs to y'all. I'm like Joe Cortez. I'm fair, but I'm firm. That's what I am over here. I'm fair, but I'm firm. And it's always going to be like that. We're going to come back here tomorrow morning with some more of that boxing talk. Who we going to talk about tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe we might get into this Boots and Xander. I know that's talked about a lot. I might drop that. I don't know. I'll think about it. But we are either way you look at it, we'll be here in the morning with some of that good old boxing talk. And once again, smash that like button. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Y'all have a blessed night. And remember to protect your peace, space, and surroundings. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go.